going to get started in just about a minute, and hopefully there's some more people joining. I see them jumping on right now, so I'll try to get through the first part of the screen as slow as I can so we can get as many attendees on as soon as we can. We'll also be posting this on our blog and sharing it via email with the attendees a few days after, because we are recording the session. I'd like to thank you all for coming today. We're going to talk briefly, try to keep it as short as possible, about client referral strategies for attorneys. One of the most common topics we get, or questions we get, or we like to discuss at James Publishing, are referrals and referral content and how to stay in touch with your current clients. Most attorneys probably know that the biggest source of clients for them as far as a referral source is referrals from past clients, and they do not do much to contribute to supporting that effort. So we're going to toss out a few ideas today that we think can help you with that. A few of the reasons you should start actively implementing your referral plan is, it's commonly known as the best marketing. Combines free internal resources, and it's a very low cost, and it certainly has the highest yield. Relationship marketing, hands down, is the best type of marketing, has been for many years. It just simply goes unattended to by most attorneys and most businesses for that matter. A good referral program saves you time, enriches your relationships with your current clients, your past clients, and your future clients, and it minimizes your marketing costs. I mean, referral-based marketing is the most cost-effective marketing tool that is underutilized by 90% of attorneys. Even 10% of attorneys who do use it either keep it so tightly to their cuffs that they don't talk about it, or other attorneys just don't simply get it. And we're hoping that we can help educate you today on a few things that you can do, a few techniques that we use to stay in touch with your clients, and just simply ask for that referral. Understandably for clients, the fewer degrees of separation between, the potential client and the lawyer, the higher the comfort level. So your conversion rates are just naturally going to be higher for referrals. Not only is the cost lower, but the conversion rate is higher. So it just makes sense, and it's astounding to me why most attorneys do not do anything to cultivate more referrals. How to implement a referral plan? Starting from the beginning, you have to identify your referral client. In order to receive, the high-quality referrals, you have to communicate the exact type of person your business wants to talk to, and that would make a great referral for you. And I think that's where a lot of attorneys go wrong, is they don't sit back and identify exactly who they want to talk to and how they want to talk to them. They want to communicate a core referral message, and this message can be carried across all of your marketing, and is something that's neglected, I think, from social marketing to your website to your printed pieces. Is just what your brand is, what's your core message, what do I do best, what is my core value proposition that makes me special and that I want to communicate to clients. And it can be very simple. It just, what makes you special, what makes you better? Is it just that you are a real person, that you are down to earth, that you can talk to clients, that you get the situation that they're in and you can help them get through it? I think that's very meaningful for people to hear. You want to be able to communicate what it is that is unique to your brand and the value that you offer. Design a referral education system. When you meet with a referral source, I think a lot of people go into it just saying, hey, how can you help me get more clients? And they don't really come in with any tools in order for them to help you. And I think that is one of the downsides, and certainly the hiccup for a lot of attorneys that we think we can help you solve today. And I think, again, what makes a great referral, what's in it for them to provide you with a referral, how to refer you, the exact steps and plan to take with that referral. You want to make sure that you have a comfort level with the person that you're asking to refer, that you're actually going to follow through with what you say you're going to do. Outline your referral lead, offer, and system. It's the heart and soul of the system. This is where you devise and create an offer that makes people want to refer you. Again, you got to create a message and approach. A lot of people automatically go to the out-of-pocket expense, and they think that money's going to help with the referrals, and it's rarely the best. I tell people all the time, look, a handwritten note, a call, a thank you, Just a simple recognition goes a long way these days, and really means a lot to past clients when you just simply write a note saying, hey, thanks for that. We really appreciate it. I'm going to make sure that your referral is taken care of. How to implement your referral plan. You got to create a conversion strategy. It's great to get a referral, but if your leads are, you want to become clients, you got to outline a specific set of steps. Make sure all your marketing materials and meetings, the sales approach are in line. Remember, again, this is you're borrowing the trust of the referral source. You don't want to abuse it. It's the worst thing you can do. I've had this happen to me in the past where I referred, family members and friends to a specific personal injury attorney, and they were bounced around from paralegal to paralegal. Their case wasn't handled properly. They weren't communicated with properly, and that'll be the last time I ever refer that person. I think the core message to this particular part of this webinar is that the referral process doesn't stop when the person gives you a call. The referral process goes through your entire sales, how you handle the client, how you follow up with them, how you close their case out, and then how you continue to ask them for referrals and how you communicate with them. The follow-up strategy, again, bringing that full circle, a way to continue to market to your referral leads that don't immediately turn into clients. And it's not every day that you have someone walking in your door and just they're ready to sign the retainer and they're ready to take you on. So you have to either put them into a drip system, figure out a way to communicate with them on a consistent basis, and there's ways to do this, and we'll discuss this in just a few minutes, but a way to systematically communicate the progress of the referral back to your referral sources to keep them motivated. There's several ways to do it, and I think that a few of the ways that we're going to cover make a lot of sense and are very simple. A lot of people use email marketing, a lot of people use newsletters, but a lot of people don't use them in unison in a designed effort that really is a calculated approach that gives people lasting impressions and lets them understand your value proposition so that you're constantly in touch with them. Education and content, this is the core, I think, of what we want to talk about today. To help people obtain more Social Security disability referrals, we've assembled a specific technique and a program for staying top of mind. And I think that this approach works for us. It doesn't work for everyone. We certainly value it here. It's worked for several of our Social Security disability clients, and that's why we're talking about it today. But it's a combination of components. It's a bi-monthly educational newsletter. It's a 110-page book. It's fully personalized, includes printed copies, and you can send it to your office. The monthly educational newsletter, starting with that is a core piece of our program because it educates your potential clients and your referral clients on matters that are important to them. And talking to them on a bi-monthly basis on a newsletter lets them know that A, you're an expert in your subject area, that you understand exactly what they're dealing with, what they're going through, and it keeps you top of mind. Secondly, the book, it just brings credibility to what you're doing, and a lot of times it has the same material. It furthers that educational process and approach that we believe in. We believe an educated client is a valuable client and a valuable referral source as well. Brochures, answering common questions. I think that a lot of attorneys don't do this well, and they could, on their websites and in their referral packages, is just answering common questions that you get on the phone every single day before you actually talk to the client, and that A, builds credibility, builds trust, makes them understand that you understand the process, and it brings a more educated client to your door. Request for testimonials. The second most popular page on an attorney's website is the testimonial page, and if you don't have one, you certainly should. But the lack of testimonials from attorneys is astonishing. I'm sure that most attorneys who've been practicing for any period of time have some very happy clients. The quickest way to gain credibility is ask those clients for a testimonial. Post it on your website. Use it in your referral material. It is very powerful. I go to Yelp every single day for any type of product or service that I'm going to use, and I look at reviews, I look at testimonials before I'll even broach the idea of working with or engaging with that type of service or even going to a restaurant. It is just the way the world works these days, and people can't go off of their first glance anymore. It's just you have to build credibility, and the best way to do that is through testimonials, reviews, and staying top of mind. Tips for your office, explaining what's working for other practices. I think, again, a lot of firms are great about, attorneys are wonderful at selling, but you got to educate your office as well and making them understand what is working with other practices. And and lastly is the educational-based solicitation of referrals. The sales approach rarely works. The education approach for attorneys works very well. Educating your client on what is working, the most commonly asked questions, the hot topics, the applying for disability if you've been denied. What can I expect from my outcome in a rear-end collision case? How do I settle an estate? Just common questions that typically come up that make you look like you understand your practice area, that make you seem an expert in your practice area. These are all very simple things. I think attorneys tend to overcomplicate the process. But most of the time, there's 16 common questions that are generally asked by the majority of clients, and if you can cover those in your materials, you'll be very successful. What we do, we email all the items listing your name. It's a new component set every month. It's personalized, and it all comes with your name and your branding on it. But that's what we do. This is stuff that you can certainly do in-house. We're happy sharing our ideas and our material and our approach with people. We feel like a lot of this can be done in-house. We certainly are here to help with attorneys in which cannot do it, but we really feel that a lot of attorneys can take this, they can translate it to what they're doing in their office, or at least take bits and pieces of it and make it work for them. Lastly, start today. The most common, mistake, or people who just fail to plan, and everyone understands that quote, but planning your referral strategy today, educating your clients on your services, your expertise, will certainly produce results and increase your business. It is the most cost-effective way to garner new clients quickly. It is long-lasting, and it certainly leaves an impression. If you have more questions, we'd be happy to answer those. If you want to email us, follow up, feel free. We'll follow up with the webinar in its entirety with more questions, and I'll send out samples of our material so that you can see it and understand how we approach referrals for our clients. I hope that this answers some questions for you today, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.